So guys, I'm your host and you're watching Wrestle AI. Let's jump right into it. First, let's talk about a nostalgic news. Legendary WWE announcer Lilian Garcia is making her return. She recently confirmed on Instagram that she will officially return to WWE to serve as the announcer for Saturday night's main event starting May 24th. WWE wants that retro feel for these events, and honestly, who better than Lilian? I mean, let's be real. When fans talk about announcers, they always compare Samantha Irvin, Alicia Taylor, and others. But Lilian Garcia? She's in a league of her own. Her voice is iconic. WWE still uses her voiceovers in promo packages, and that just says everything. While people barely even remember Samantha Irvin if she's off TV, fans never forgot Lilian. That's the difference a legend makes. So it's great to see her returning to the WWE fold, and it fits perfectly with the retro vibe they're going for on Saturday nights. Next, let's talk about WWE 2K26. Yes, I know WWE 2K25 just came out recently, but guess what? The news about WWE 2K26 is already out, and it's big. According to reports, WWE 2K26 is officially under development. 2K has confirmed that WWE 2K26 is set to release during the fiscal year 2026, which means it will launch anytime between April 2025 and March 2026. So, most likely around March next year, just like every year. But that's not all. 2K is also planning to drop a WWE mobile game exclusively on Netflix. This shows 2K is expanding into mobile and streaming platforms now. While we don't expect it to be a high-end console-like game, it's likely going to be a simple portrait mode mobile experience, possibly more arcade or story-based. Still, this is a big move. This mobile game is expected to release by the end of this year, while 2026 will follow its usual yearly cycle. So, yeah, gamers, get ready. A lot is cooking behind the scenes. Next up, let's talk about the recent return of Alexa Bliss. As you saw on SmackDown, Alexa Bliss returned and teamed up with Zelina Vega. But here's where things get interesting. Multiple insiders, including Vince Russo, believe that WWE is setting up a heel turn for Alexa Bliss. Think about it. Why would Alexa return just to randomly team with Zelina Vega? It doesn't really add up unless WWE has a twist planned. Russo believes Alexa might attack Zelina, turning heel in the process, and possibly aligning with the Wyatt Sicks faction. Also, she's still carrying Lily, the creepy doll from her earlier dark persona, so clearly she hasn't moved on from that supernatural character. That alone is a strong hint she could be linked back to the Wyatt lore. Imagine if Alexa betrays Zelina during or after a match, and then goes on to compete for the women's US title. That would be a brilliant move, and honestly, long overdue. She definitely deserves another strong push. Now let's talk about something fans are furious about again. And that's the sky-high ticket prices for WWE events, especially the upcoming Clash in Paris tour. WWE is doing multiple shows across Paris, Birmingham, and surrounding cities. But the ticket prices? Absolutely insane. Even the nosebleed seats, from where you can barely see anything, are priced at $300 to $400. Imagine that. Fans on social media are venting nonstop. Some are saying, what kind of joke is this? And honestly, they're not wrong. Recently, TKO Group President Mark Shapiro commented saying, "This is how the business works. People are buying, so prices will go up." That's straight up corporate logic. It is what it is. Even for Money in the Bank, ticket prices are outrageous. Regular fans are struggling. The wealthy elite are the ones filling up the arenas, while the middle-class fans, even in countries like France or the UK, can barely afford to attend a show. People are comparing it to 8 to 10 years ago when tickets were $50 for the same seats that now cost $800. Crazy, right? So yes, fans are angry, but here's the truth. Anger alone doesn't change anything. If you're really upset, stop buying the tickets. If WWE sees that shows aren't selling out, they'll be forced to drop prices. That's how you hit them where it hurts. Let me know in the comments what you think. How do we solve this? What should fans do? All right, moving on to Money in the Bank 2025 updates. Starting this week on SmackDown, WWE is kicking off the qualifying matches, and 2 matches are already confirmed. Let's take a look. For the women's division, we've got Chelsea Green versus Alexa Bliss versus Michin. This triple threat match will decide one of the Money in the Bank ladder match entrants. And for the men's division, Jimmy Uso versus Rey Fenix versus Solo Sikoa. Both are triple threat matches. Now let's talk predictions. In the women's match, I think Alexa Bliss should win. Chelsea Green was just champion, so she doesn't really need this. Michin's chances seem low too. Alexa, however, has been away for a while and needs a strong return. A Money in the Bank appearance could put her right back in the title picture. As for the men's match, this is tough. Jimmy Uso is super over right now, but Rey Fenix, with his high-flying style, fits perfectly in a Money in the Bank ladder match. Solo Sikoa could also surprise us, especially with his bloodline connection. Still, my bet. I think Jimmy Uso takes the win, but I won't be shocked if it goes to Rey Fenix either. Next up, let's talk about the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Let's address Cody's heel turn. A while back, when The Rock appeared on Pat McAfee's show, he teased that Cody would turn heel down the line. In fact, The Rock originally wanted Cody to sell his soul to him for the storyline, which would have made Cody a heel. That plan didn't materialize, and now here's the latest. According to Fightful Select, WWE currently has no plans to turn Cody heel. They're happy with him as a top babyface. Ticket sales, merch, fan reactions, it's all working. And you know what? They're not wrong. The last big example is John Cena. WWE never turned him heel for years, and when he finally did become one recently, it didn't hit the way fans hoped. It wasn't as satisfying. So why would WWE mess with Cody's momentum right now? Rock clearly wants Cody to follow his lead, but Triple H and the creative team don't agree. There's a bit of a power struggle happening. Rock's influence versus WWE's long-term plans. Cody will turn heel eventually, that's a fact. But it needs to happen organically, at the right time, not because of someone else's personal angle. Now let's talk about Bronson Reed. According to WrestleVotes, if Bronson Reed wasn't injured, WWE had plans to involve him in the Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu storyline, potentially even replacing Jeff Cobb. If you remember, Bronson was injured during War Games and has been off TV ever since. WWE originally wanted him to be part of that Samoan faction building around Solo Sikoa. But due to his injury, they brought in Jeff Cobb, who was a free agent at the time. This actually makes a lot of sense. Jeff Cobb's inclusion wasn't planned from the beginning. WWE pivoted due to Reed's injury. So once Bronson Reed is back and cleared, we could see him rejoining the scene, maybe even shaking up the Bloodline storylines again. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And finally, let's talk about something potentially huge on this week's SmackDown. Multiple sources suggest that Cody Rhodes and John Cena could both appear on the show. Cody is already advertised, and Cena has been rumored to return for Money in the Bank as well. There's speculation that we might get a major segment involving both men. Could this lead to a confrontation? Possibly even set up a tag match like Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton versus John Cena and Travis Scott for MITB show? If that happens, that would be one of the biggest segments on SmackDown post-WrestleMania. While Cena isn't officially advertised for this week's SmackDown, he's been involved in MITB rumors. So it's not impossible we see the two face off, maybe even planting seeds for a future match or feud. So that's it for today's video, guys. We covered a lot. What do you think about all of this? Should WWE lower ticket prices? Should Cody turn heel this year? Comment below with your thoughts. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Wrestle AI for more regular updates, previews, and insider stories. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching Wrestle AI.